Welcome back to Forest Firearms, everybody. I'm Ivan, and today we're gonna have another quick first shots video. So I just picked up this Savage 1899, or it could be an 1895. I'm not exactly sure. You guys will have to tell me who know about it. But it's definitely kind of a weird rifle. So my good friend Dan, that you've probably seen on my Johnson rifle video and others, he has been telling me for a while how much he likes these Savage rifles. And they're kind of a weird looking lever gun of some sort that I didn't really care or know about until he started to tell me about them. And since then I've been pretty excited to try to find one that I could pick up. And lo and behold, here one is. So it is a kind of an odd beast. But let's just look at some of the kind of interesting but maybe pretty cool features of this rifle. So it is a lever action rifle, but where it starts to get weird is it has a rotary magazine. So it's made out of brass, and the rounds go in this, kind of circle manner. And while you are using it, it has a round counter inside. With a little window cut. So there's 5 rounds in the magazine right now. Racket, it would say 4, 3, 2, 1. Which as a sporting rifle is pretty cool because you could be all, worked up and be going after some game. And then with a quick look, you could see what's in there. See if you have one in the chamber. And you can do some quick math and know exactly what you're dealing with your cartridges. Another thing that's interesting is this is a striker-fired rifle. So, giving it being a striker-fired rifle in a hammer-fired rifle world, they wanted to make sure that you knew when the striker was cocked. So, when the striker is cocked back, you have this striker indicator that you can feel. In the dark, you can see it very plainly. Even when you're up aiming, you can plainly see that it's up, and that lets you know that you are indeed ready to shoot. So that's also pretty cool. Right here is its safety. Locks the lever, and from a firing position, really easy to reach. So that is super neat. This specific one is old. It's got some weird features. So you guys can see that it has this octagon barrel that then transitions into a round barrel, which is very odd. I don't know if I've seen much of that. Maybe you guys know. And I know that the light's kind of funny, but what it says on there is Savage Arms Company, Utica, New York, USA. Then it has patent numbers that end in 1899. And then it says caliber 30, but it doesn't actually say 1899 on this. So I don't really know that much about them, but maybe you guys can tell me in the comments exactly what I'm dealing with. One of the big reasons why I jumped on it is it's in 30-30. So I guess a lot of these rifles are kind of in some interesting calibers. So that are sometimes hard to get ammo for. So it being in 30-30 makes it a big plus for me. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, so why does it have a rotary magazine? The reason why it has a rotary magazine is that during this era of lever guns, you couldn't have the new Spitzer rounds, the new pointed bullets that had improved ballistics, be nose to tail, because under recoil you could have one detonate. So Winchester did their 1895 rifle, and Savage ended up doing their also technically 1895 or 1893. I believe that's when they started making them. But this pattern Savage rifle has that rotary magazine so that you can have, pointed bullets, so you have better ballistics in your lever gun without having any risk of detonation. So that was the idea. Now, unbeknownst to these companies, they were, you know, Germany and the Mausers were right on the cusp of really getting a really good rifle figured out in the 1890s. So it was kind of a short-lived concept that really ended up not being as big of a deal on the world stage, but that is why Savage did that. And in the about 100 or 108, I forget the exact number, years of production that this rifle went through, they made over 1 million, which is over double what the Winchester 1895 sold, and I believe even over half of the Winchester 1895s were all sold in that military configuration to Russia. So as a sporting weapon, as these were pretty much designed for, this was really the king for a lever gun that you could use pointed bullets in. So because of that, they became very popular sporting arms with especially people in the know. People, you see some pretty like tiger hunters. I'll put in some pictures, how about that, of some cool hunters at the time that were using these things to great effect. And even Teddy Roosevelt Jr. I know had one. I think that the Roosevelts were fond of them also, which is I actually seen on Teddy Roosevelt Jr.'s rifle. He had one of those flip up aperture sights. I believe that that's what that is tapped for. But anyways, I've been jabbering a lot. Couple things, guys. Also, it's got this cool butt plate. Never fired this rifle, and someone looks like they might have put, I believe it's like a marbles or some kind of a noose sight on the end, which is actually pretty good for sporting purposes. But this rear sight, this buckhorn kind of style rear sight, is drifted way over to the side. So since I haven't shot it, I don't actually know why it's drifted. Maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe someone didn't do it on purpose. And someone had some notches in there. That looks like a knife work. So anyways, if I can think of anything else, I've been chattering a long time, but I don't have very much 30-30 that's like gold in this during this latest interesting thing that's been going on. So I am going to throw in my ears and let's just try for shots. Hopefully it doesn't blow up on me. I have a steel target down there at, I don't know, 50 yards or so. So we will be able to tell if it's close enough for brush style work. But that went in smooth. Safety on for a minute. And you can see just real quick, there is that 4. So, kind of interesting. Let's see if she's even kind of on. I'll be a little over. I'll bring it down a little bit. Okay, so the sight really might be off. She's a little sticky, but hasn't been shot in a while. Let me mess with this real quick. I'll take my time a little more. There it is. I aimed off to the right a little bit, so. Oh, a little under. Just kind of getting a feel for it, guys. It feels really nice. 30-30 obviously isn't that aggressive of a recoiling round, but it feels nice. Let me try another shot. There it is. Okay, so we're learning a little bit. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So I'm gonna throw just a couple more rounds in it, and then we'll take a couple more shots, and we'll send you guys off. Okay guys, let's throw a couple more rounds in. When I was just getting started, it was being a little finicky for taking rounds, but it could be that it hasn't been shot in quite some time. So they seem to be going in okay now, yeah? So 3, 1 in the chambers, got 4 rounds. I'll just aim a little bit off to the right and down, and we'll see if we can make any more hits. Can't decide. I'm going to bring that back. Kind of messing around with these buckhorns. Also, the sun. Woo! It's bad in my eyes. Little sticky. I probably have to put to do some brush work in the chamber. It might be a little bit dirty in there. Yeah, you got to be careful. I am having to really aim off to the side, so definitely gonna have to work on that. Little sticky, but this is a pretty fun rifle. Well, thank you guys. Kind of something cool I thought too. You see in a lot of modern Glock, SIGs, they actually have a pretty similar style of lockup. See how the bolt actually locks there on this face of the receiver. So that's kind of, you know, almost nothing new under the sun there. So I can't end on a miss, so I'm gonna go grab one bullet. You guys stay there. I hate ending on misses, so let's try to really make sure that we make this one count. There it is. Okay, guys. It's even getting smoother. It's getting smoother all the time. So that is the 1899 Savage. I expect this to be a favorite of mine once I get it all worked out for hunting and all sorts of stuff. So thanks for watching. I know it's been kind of a lot of talking, but thanks for sticking around if you did. I'm Ivan, and we'll catch you next time on Forest Firearms.